Oh, hey guys! I didn't even see that I hit record. Sorry about that. What is up? 5 years back, I was going to bring you guys another live reaction for One Piece Chapter 840, Iron Mask. So, fan request. Chopper eats from pots of honey with Beppo, Kamashi and the hiking bear, and Bartholomew Kuma just like Pooh the bear would. That's a pretty nice little fun cover thing there. Looks pretty decent. So, yeah, so we got Perona's bear there. Yeah. So yeah, they're all eating it like honey. Okay. Okay, here we go. You want to know who this is? Well, these are the soldiers of Germa 66. Why are they immersed in water? That's just cultural fluid. They all have identical faces. Are these guys even alive? Listen closely, Sanji. Humans can be manufactured. Germa has always been renowned as the kingdom of science. Throughout the years, though it may sound far-fetched now, even our father was once hailed as a brilliant scientist back in the day before we were born. Maybe there's like some connection with Vegapunk here. Ooh. He was a member of a foreign lawless research team and used to work right alongside Vegapunk on research and development of high-tech weaponry. Him and Vegapunk together, back when we were but a glint in his eye, yes. And so the groundbreaking feat he and Vegapunk managed to pull off was the discovery of a living organism's lineage factor. With but a few minor mutations, they had the power to do what was once thought only attributed to God himself. In layman's terms, they had basically discovered the blueprints to life itself. Yo, that's actually pretty nice. Once the world government caught wind of it, they concluded that it was a power too great for man to have access to and immediately arrested Vegapunk. The rest of the research team were forced to go their separate ways shortly thereafter, all because some suits thought they were doing what was best for mankind. Luckily, our father managed to escape the witch hunt and continued his research and studies on Germa. On his own, he began experimenting with cloning, with gene mutation, and thus with the organs of life itself. And what you see before you is the fruit of all that labor, and all these men were born. Right here is the basement. These men are clones of a select few. Oh, bless me, guys. Whew, that sneeze came out of nowhere. Right, these are a few highly capable soldiers specifically chosen for this project. They're also known as the Clone Pawns. The Clone Pawns, guys. Not Clone Wars, the Clone Pawns. But of course, none of the soldiers themselves are actually aware of this fact. Countless nations shake and tremble at the thought of our military might, but as far as that fear is, their envy of us is just as great, if not greater. Okay. You can't blame them, really. You can't blame them, really strong, fearless, and loyal soldiers, all programmed to stare death in the eye without flinching while being eternally faithful to us, no questions asked. So they must have did something to them so that every time they say wall, they will just willingly jump in front of it. You know, the attack. We've seen it countless times, and now we know why they're able to say wall and those soldiers are able to jump in front of them. Because one, they're cloned, and two, they're programmed to basically, you know, be eternally faithful to them without any questions asked. If their lives are lost, we simply have a replacement waiting to take its place. It takes a mere 5 years to produce one 20-year-old clone. You could go so far as to call this place a soldier depot. 5 years, that's all it takes for these guys to all grown into mature grown individuals that act like they've had life experiences for over 2 decades. Enough! I don't need to hear anymore! You're making me nauseous. And then he sits down and he lights a smoke. When the family caught wind that you'd recently been running around as a pirate, Ichiji, Niji, we all thought, well, hey, maybe this is a good thing. It'll help that little one grow and mature a little bit. But that was apparently wishful thinking. Look at you, as pathetic as ever. Niji, glare, you, what the hell? Did you do... What the hell did you do to Colisette? Yo, he's just coming in, kicking him right in the face, right in the fosse. Yo, he goes flying. You committed a grave sin, and I'm gonna drill that lesson into that head of yours. I'd tread lightly if I were you, Sanji. Do not forget that we've got quick and easy access to your East Blue Achilles heel. Oh, and he stopped. Stealth. Well, this is unexpected. I didn't even know you swung that way. You and that pathetic excuse for a chef would make a cute couple. Just try and fight back. I dare you. All the blood spilled over all the East Blue will be on your hands. Henry Needle! Oh, and he kicks him right in the spine! God! Oh, and then he like hits him with an electrical punch? Sanji, if I knew she meant that much to you, I would have beat that peasant black and blue everywhere but her face. If you don't mind the company of a cripple, I'm sure we can arrange it so that she's a member of your personal staff. Bah, good one. So he's got some electrical powers right there. I wonder if maybe it's like the enhancements. Maybe they found out a way to even put genes from, like, say, an electrical eel in his body. Kind of like, you know, how Terraformers does the stuff with animals and stuff and injects it, and then they can, with the drug, they can mutate into that animal. Well, maybe the way this is they're able to use part of that power, so maybe he could be like an electric eel. That's just something I'm thinking about, because we all know Enel or Eneru has the lightning fruit, or the lightning fruit. I forget the actual term for it, so don't eat me up in the comments down below. I speak for all of us when I say welcome home, Sanji. Welcome back to your Vinsmoke family. I'll be more than happy to remind you of this I can't pronounce the name. Hierarchy in this house anytime you want. You are the dud, the misshape, the failure, Sanji. So we get a flashback. Listen carefully, you all. Listen carefully. You all are my greatest creations of all time. The result of the most advanced, progressive scientific breakthroughs in genetic engineering that the world has ever known. Your skills and abilities will not be bound by human limitations or boundaries. When the time comes, nothing in this world will deter you five from your ultimate goal. Each of you will stand at the head of and lead an army. Consisting of only Germa 66, which shall continue to grow and evolve thanks to the power of science. The blood that courses through your veins has been blessed, with limitless potential for that potential to be realized. All that's left for you to do is train it. Yes, Father! So Sanji's like seeing everybody jump and he's a little scared. They're all running and Sanji's behind them. And then it looks like they're jumping over stuff and Sanji just can't do it. So we got a little bit more flashback of Sanji growing up right there. So it looks like they're swimming and then he was drowning and somebody had to save Sanji. And then he sees a turtle. And then Yonji kicks it and he's irritated. But then he got beat up. And then it looks like they're getting ready. It looks like it's Niji and Sanji getting ready to, number 2. Niji and Sanji getting ready to, But oh, I just noticed something looking back at the pages. When they pulled Sanji out of the water, they got water coming out of his mouth and there's Reiju looking at him kind of concerned. And then you have Ichiji, Niji, and Yonji all looking at him like they're disgraced at him. So maybe there is a little bit of thing of maybe Reiju kind of feels bad for Sanji, maybe, you know? And then he goes to attack Sanji and the thing breaks. And then he's getting beat and Reiju's looking at him. But then Ichiji and Yonji start laughing and so does Reiju. And then some soldiers are pulling Niji off of Sanji, and then Sanji is clearly inferior to the rest. His scores continue to fall further and further behind. The results have come in. Lord Ichiji, Lord Niji, and Lord Yonji are all right back on track. Their outer skeletons have already started to form, and their bodies have matured into the level of an adult man, both in terms of strength and agility. However, it appears that Lord Sanji is, well, as much as it pains me to say these words, there's no other way to describe his data other than to call him a total failure. On paper, all 4 of their genes were in fact successfully modified. But for some inexplicable reason, he is the only one whose attributes have measurables, and whose attributes and measurables have remained almost constant from the moment of his birth. What are you getting at? Lord Sanji is simply a normal, regular human being. Sniff, sniff, feel free to dig in. I made that just for you. Oh, so he was even cooking as a kid. Oh, that's why Sanji is basically the outcast, because the whole rest of his family are genetically superior. They're basically on like the level of adults right now, and Sanji's just a regular human. Tastes good, doesn't it? Sanji, you better not be beating that damn rat again. Royals must never serve others. How many times must I tell you this? But your mother has long passed. There is no merit and nothing to be gained from following the legacy of the dead. For whatever reason, you were not gifted with the aptitude and talents of your siblings. As such, it is your duty to work hundreds, no, thousands of times harder than the others you will be a part of, and contribute to the plans I have set for the future of Germa. Being a disappointment and lagging behind is not an option. And then he throws the plate with the mouse out the window, and you hear squeak. Don't you dare ever prepare another meal again. And he's crying. Look, I have no choice but to laugh along with them. If I don't, I'll just be bullied too. I really don't want that. Owie. No improvements. He has zero potential. He's an utter waste of space and air. To think we'd lose him in an accident, this is a tragedy. He was going to be one of the 5 pillars that were to lead the German into the future, and yet here I stand, at the wake of a son for whom I had such high hopes for. Huh? Why won't this thing come off, guys? What's the big idea? Did he seriously go and die on us? This is me caring. Besides, he was completely useless anyway. And then Reiju's all looking at him. Hold on a sec. I don't want to stay here. Let me out. Don't leave me here. It's so scary. I'm going to die. Please speak with my father. Father, help. They're trying to kill me. We are all working under the direct orders of the king himself. He wished to wipe the slate clean and start over in a world where you were never born to begin with. Why? Let me out, please, Father. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for being born a weakling. Help, Father. Save me, Father. A tragic, heartbreaking fate. Chapter 840 end. Yo. Yo, look at that. So, there were people saying, you know, when Sanji was remembering all this, that maybe the kid in the helmet was actually Duval. Not Duval, Killer. Because he wears a mask all the time and everything, but no, it was actually Sanji. And they pretended that he was dead and everything, which is weird. And that Reiju basically does care about Sanji. She says she plays around and laughs all around and everything, because if she shows sympathy and compassion, kind of like how Sanji did towards the mouse feeding him food, that she'll just get bullied and picked on like Sanji does and everything. So maybe there will be a point where Reiju does leave. Maybe she joins the Straw Hats or something like that, because I know there were people going Reiju for Straw Hat, and then everything's like, oh, Reiju's a bitch and all that other things. But yeah, this was actually a long chapter. Now, is Wednesdays going to be the new One Piece day? Or, yo, that's actually pretty good. I was going through it, seeing there's like a colored picture of Zoe in there and everything when they went to the villages and everything. That looks really good. But, yeah. That does this for this live reaction. There was a lot going on and everything. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I do. Like this video, dislike this video right in the comment section down below as to why you liked or disliked this video. Also write down in the comment section down below on little pointers that you guys feel that I could do to improve this video's quality, to improve the entertainment value from this video and everything. Comment down below as to why you like the chapter. What do you think's next? Germa for the worst family of the year. Vince Judge is going to be the worst father of the year, no doubt in my mind, at least in that sense. But what do you guys think about Reiju? Do you guys think that maybe Reiju does have sympathy and compassion for Sanji, and that she is actually just playing along with them, or she's just doing that to trick Sanji to think that she actually cares? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for sticking through and watching this video. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a very wonderful and safe day no matter what you guys decide to do. Tell your friends that the scans were out. Obviously they were out yesterday, so they might know, but let them know again anyway. Subscribe so you can see all my videos when they first go up and everything. This video is going up probably right now, right after it's done. My Tokyo Ghoul Read video is already up. That does it for me, I guess. And until the next video, guys, this is Firefist Backo signing out. Until next video, guys, take it easy. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.